Space is huge, and every day we're constantly learning more about our universe. And the more we learn, the more amazing it seems. In this video, we'll count down 20 of the most incredible space discoveries made in recent years. From supermassive black holes to distant planets, these discoveries will blow your mind. On number 1, we have sun twins. Researchers from the University of California and Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory claimed in a 2017 study that practically all sun-like stars, including the one in our solar system, are produced with a counterpart. Nemesis, the sun's hypothetical brother, certainly wandered away millions of years ago. On number 2, we have the planet-building clumps. The notion that golf ball-sized clumps of space dust gathered to generate small planets called planetesimals during the initial phases of planetary formation was named pebble accretion. The planetary scientists reported finding evidence for it in 2018. Scientists from the Astromaterials Research and Exploration Science Division at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston and NASA's Ames Research Center in Mountain View, California, reported their findings. On number 3, we have synestia theory. According to a 2017 study published in the Journal of Geophysical Research, planets, Earth, may have been a synestia around 4.5 billion years ago. A synestia is a brief hot mass that can have a donut-shaped structure. These celestial objects are thought to be created by the collision of two planet-sized planets, which is possibly how the Moon was created. On number 4, we have magnetic turbulence in space. Researchers using NASA's magnetosphere multi-scale satellite have found a fresh magnetic event nearby. The magnetosheath, a turbulent region of Earth's outer atmosphere, experienced a phenomenon known as magnetic reconnection, which occurs whenever charged gases known as plasma are present. These findings can be used by scientists to determine how the magnetic event may have affected astronauts, satellites, and signals that travel through space as well as Earth's atmosphere. Moving on to number 5, we have the brightest supernova. The 2015 discovery of ASASSN-15LH is the brightest supernova yet observed, with the brightness almost 570 billion times that of the Sun. Stranger still, 2 months after researching its greatest brightness, researchers discovered that the supernova brightened once again. On number 6, we have the coldest spot in the universe. The Boomerang Nebula, which produces almost no heat at all, is the universe's coldest location. The nebula glows blue and sparkles brightly because light reflects off its dust as it approaches the bottom rungs of the thermodynamic scale at just about absolute zero. On number 7, we have the alcoholic comet. In 2015, Comet Lovejoy attracted the attention of astronomers and drinkers. Scientists investigating the swiftly moving chunk of ice found that the content was spewing out 500 wine bottles of the same type of alcohol we consume every second. Additionally, a simple sugar called glycol aldehyde is ejected by the comet, leaving us to question if it is a self-contained brewery for fermentation. On number 8, we have Martian tsunamis. Recent scientific findings suggest that enormous tsunamis may have shook the Martian surface. The researchers proposed that 2 meteor strikes triggered enormous tidal waves that would have produced waves as high as 165 feet, 50 meters, which stunned many in the space community. On number 9, we have the Godzilla of Earth. Our planet is one of the largest rocky planets, but in 2014, researchers discovered a planet that was 17 times heavier and twice as big. This planet, known as Kepler 10c, is surprisingly similar to our own and has been dubbed the Godzilla of Earth, despite the fact that planets of this size were previously assumed to be gas giants. Saturn's massive new ring is on number 10. Recently, astronomers found a sizable new ring around Saturn. The new ring, which is 6 to 18 million miles, 3.7 to 11.1 million kilometers, from the planet's surface, rotates counterclockwise to the other rings. Even if a billion Earths could fit within the new ring, it is so thinly dispersed that you couldn't tell if you were inside of it. The ring was only recently found using an infrared telescope due to its extreme coolness, which is approximately -316 degrees Fahrenheit. On number 11, we have 79 moons around Jupiter. when Scott Shepard of the Carnegie Institution for Science and his team utilized the Victor Blanco telescope in Chile to look around Jupiter in 2017, they discovered 12 new moons instead of the huge planet they were looking for. The massive planet now has 79 moons altogether. On number 12, we have ice cliffs on Mars. A team from the Astrogeology Science Center in Flagstaff, Arizona, led by Colin Dundas, made the discovery of ice cliffs on Mars. The conclusions were released in 2018. Since then, NASA has captured photographs of the ice cliffs beneath Mars' surface, where around 1/3 of the planet is now covered in ice. On number 13, we have the oldest star in the universe. In the history of the universe, a few 100 million years have made little difference, which is 14 billion years old. With a staggeringly similar age of 13.6 billion years, SMSS J03130.36-670839.3 is the oldest star ever found. On number 14, we have Last Servicing Mission of Hubble. At first, Servicing Mission 4 was abandoned following the tragic loss of the Space Shuttle Columbia. The Hubble Space Telescope maintenance mission was carried out in May 2009 thanks to perseverance and bravery. The Hubble Servicing Mission installed new hardware, restored systems never intended to be tinkered with in orbit, and resolved significant issues with 2 of the Space Telescope's sensors. Moving on to number 15, we have true oxygen in space. Due to its high level of natural reactivity, oxygen must bind with other substances in order to exist in space. The discovery of molecular oxygen, or the kind we breathe, in the atmosphere of famed comet 67P enhances our knowledge of cosmic gases and raises the possibility that oxygen may exist in a form that humans can use elsewhere in the cosmos. On number 16, we have Earth-sized planets. 7 planets the size of Earth were found in 2017 orbiting the Sun, TRAPPIST-1, which is only 39 light-years away. The research team that used the Transiting Planets and Planetesimals Small Telescope, TRAPPIST, at the La Silla Observatory in Chile to study the star was directed by Michael Gillen at the University of Liège in Belgium. On number 17, we have buckyballs. The Milky Way's bands of light are supposed to be made up of these spherical, hollow carbon molecules. Buckminster Fuller, an architect from the 1930s, gave them their name. Scientists told Space.com that the buckyballs might also be sources of the organic chemicals that are essential to understanding how life first emerged. On number 18, we have ice volcanoes. A single peak that resembled a volcano was discovered by NASA's Dawn mission in 2015, close to the dwarf planet Ceres' equator. According to NASA, the mountain, known as Ahuna Mons, likely developed as a cryovolcano, which unlike an Earth volcano, spews out icy salty water that is occasionally combined with dirt. Collision of neutron stars is on number 19. Scientists filmed 2 neutron stars slamming into each other in 2017. A star that exhausts its energy collapses in on itself to form a neutron star or a black hole. The findings showed that these powerful hits result in heavy metals like gold and platinum in addition to gravitational waves, which generate a ripple in space-time. Finally, on number 20, we have the smallest planet. In 2013, the tiniest planet that has been found so far. The planet, known as Kepler-37b, is barely bigger than our moon, but scorches everything on its surface with a tepid 800 degrees Fahrenheit, 425 degrees Celsius, because it is 3 times closer to its star than Mercury is to the Sun. Well, that's all from today's video. If you found this video interesting, like the video and let us know about your thoughts in the comments section below.